Hey, Francesca, do you remember that time we were out and that totally random girl came up and just started touching your hair? And how annoying that was for you?
Actually, what I remember is that you interrupted me to explain why it was offensive.
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome.
I love that you want to speak up for me, but I don't really need you to explain racism for me. That's this thing called
white-splaining. It's when a white person explains why something is offensive to a person of color. It's considered super condescending, babe.
Thanks, but again, you don't need to tell me
how she feels, Brad. Trying to give people of color permission for how they can or should feel is treating them like children. It's like when a man is—
Mansplaining? I'll take this one.
Stop. You all need to realize that
white people can't decide what is and what isn't racist.
Did you just come into our apartment just to correct me?
It's cool. I grew up in a diverse neighborhood, so I know your struggles.
I don't think that you do, and that's—
Really patronizing. She doesn't need you to tell her about her experience.
Who are you, and how did you get in here?
Don't mind me. I teach African American studies, and I appear wherever the needy need me. I was actually in Ferguson last week. Or was it Baltimore?
Either way, that's
not the point. Let me take this one. While it's important to empathize with the struggles that minorities can have, that doesn't mean that you can speak for them.
Or speak at all, for that matter.
Excuse me, I have the talking stick. I also watched 12 Years a Slave.
I saw Django Unchained.
Have you seen The Wire?
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Great Atlantic article.
Stop! Okay, I realize that you all mean well, but you're actually doing the wrong thing by hijacking the conversation. It's also arrogant to assume that you know what it's
like to be
person of color, Anna.
How they
feel.
Stop! Don't you see what this is? Don't you see what's going on here? It's called white-splaining. I recently learned about it from some sources that I trust, and honestly, I wouldn't put up with it if I were you.
I don't even know what to say right now.
You're welcome.
White-splaining.
White-splaining.
White